Hello again and welcome to the Performance Centre here at Howley Hall Golf Club in Leeds, where today we're taking a look at the new Cleveland UHX Irons. Ryan Rastall here for Golfshake.com and PGA Professional here at Howley Hall Golf Club, and as I've said, today we're taking a look at Cleveland's new UHX Iron. But before we do that, if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, see loads more content from us here at Golfshake to help you play more and play better. So let's go into the technology of this iron. As you can see, it's more of a, I don't know, like a closed cavity sort of head, like we're starting to see a hell of a lot on the market now. The difference with this set is it blends quite nicely from the longer irons to the shorter ones. So in the longer irons, it's a big hollow cavity construction there. And then as it gets down past 7-iron, it turns into more of a cavity back head, more of a solid head there as well. So there's a real nice blend through the set. So if you're someone who really needs that help in your longer clubs, you're going to get it, but also you want a bit more feel in the shorter ones, you're also going to get that too. So I've got a 7-iron here that I'm hitting at the moment. What I really like about this is we know irons now that most manufacturers are cranking the lofts as strong as possible to make them go as far as they can, right? There are other reasons why that is, to help with the ball flight and things because of the low weight and CG position. But generally it's to make them go as far as possible. Now, I like what Cleveland have done here, where they're not trying to kid anybody. They've actually printed the loft on the bottom of the club. So this 7-iron's 30 degrees. Now, that's nowhere near as strong as some, but it's also trying to tell you that, well, this is basically a 6-iron loft, really, maybe even slightly stronger than that. So I quite like that they're being quite transparent with people there and actually telling you what's gone into this iron and how strong it is, etc. So we're going to give this a hit. So this is one of the hollow heads that they do. So it's down to 7-iron this, and then when we go 8-iron down in the set, they become just a standard cavity back head. So we're going to give it a hit. We're going to see how it performs on TrackMan 4 using Pro V1 golf balls here in the Performance Centre, and I'll give you some feedback. Initially, as you sit it behind the ball, it looks great. It does not look like it's a big, chunky, hollow construction head. It is a nice looking iron, quite rounded in its shape, but yeah, sits really nicely behind the ball, and certainly not an iron that purists would sort of turn their nose apart. I think it actually looks quite nice. And like I say, this is one of the hollow heads as well, so it's only going to get slightly smaller as you go down the set. But let's just hit a few and see how we get on. Feels good off the face. Absolutely does not feel like it's a hollow head whatsoever. Feels nice and solid. I wouldn't know that isn't a solid head construction whatsoever. It feels really, really good. Nice and solid off the face. It's coming off similar sort of, that one was a similar distance to what I would expect to hit a 7-iron normally. So, a decent hit there really. That felt a little bit better maybe. Yeah, similar sort of numbers, but a bit of a higher shot with a slightly better shape on it that I'd normally like to hit. So, yeah, I mean, this has got quite a light dynamic gold shafting, so it's called DST. It's 98 grams, this one, so it's quite light, which will help with club head speed and also help get that ball in the air a little bit more, and may suit a wider variety of golfer. I mean, normally the shafts I use are 130 grams, so they're much heavier than this, but yeah, it does not feel bad at all. In fact, the club feels nicely balanced when you're swinging it. A better strike, but yeah, very consistent. The numbers we're getting there, the distances, they're within 4 or 5 yards of each other all the time, which sometimes with these hollow heads, you kind of get one that comes off really hot and goes miles, but this seems really, really good. It's got the nice, the milled face as well on it, so it's really helping you to control your distances through the set. So the milling is obviously different from 4-iron to pitching wedge because of the difference in the flights that we're hitting. But if you're someone who potentially needs a set where the longer irons give you a bit more help, and let's face it, who doesn't need that? But then you also like the short irons to be quite compact and almost blade-like in their appearance, then this could be the set for you. And I've not tried a set that feels as good as this in a hollow head construction, definitely. But as I always say, make sure you go and get custom fitted for it, try it out properly. In terms of price for these, you'll be very surprised as well. I mean, for this is RRP, so these may change a little bit, but for a 5 to pitching wedge set of these, you're looking at $599, which is considerably less than some of those out there on the market at the £1,000 and over kind of bracket, but you're still getting all that technology that those irons boast as well. So like I say, it's definitely worth trying these out. And if you're looking for something that's got that blend through the set, these could be your next purchase, definitely. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any comments, leave them below. If you've got any questions about the iron as well, then please leave them and we'll try our best to answer them all. See you all very soon and enjoy your golf.